Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and it's time to talk Fan4stic. That's right. 2015's Fantastic Four is being revisited because Josh Trank, the director, who tranquilized his career with that film. Look, I think he got a bum rap on that movie because the movie is clearly two movies. The first part of the movie is mediocre at best, but not terrible, and going in an interesting direction, and has an amazing cast. And then the second half is just a complete studio takeover, terrible film. It's just a train wreck, and you can tell there's two movies jockeying for attention. That's always what people I feel like has seen, and Josh Trank is confirming that because he's out now. Released a review of Fantastic Four on Twitter. Look, my background on Josh Trank is I like Josh Trank. Truth be told, I don't know if I'm allowed. I think I can admit this. Josh Trank was very close to considering doing the honest trailer for Fan4stic. I had someone recommend us and vouch for us, and we had talked, and I just was trying to get him to say, like, look, let us roast it for you and like give us some insight and let's do it together. Give yourself a chance to show the failures. But it just became clear like he just couldn't, not because he didn't have the guts to or anything, but it's just a hard thing to navigate in Hollywood to not only be honest and come out and say the truth about the experience, but admit your faults, but then potentially piss people off that you want to work with. And so I understand why that was so hard and why he didn't do it. And no disrespect at all. But I share that because I just think the guy's really trying to just get back out there. And I think he deserves to. Chronicle was a great film. Fantastic Four had parts that could have been good. Amazing casting on his part. And so it's interesting to see his review to sort of attempt, well, what happened? And then there's the whole stories of Star Wars that he got fired because and then there were drunken nights. I don't know any of that's true, but all I know is, look, let's see him make another movie. Let's see what else he can do. He had enough potential that I do think it's a sad story that this happens so many times in Hollywood that they're just kicked out of the curb and done. Is Tim Miller going to be next? Because now with Dark Fate, it's just I don't know. So I for one I would love to see release the Trank cut is what he suggests. Let's look at it. So here he is reviewing his own movie. 2 stars. Fan4stic, huh? Okay, first of all, I thought it would be great if I searched Fantastic Four 2015 and the shit wasn't even on here. Low key, I was kind of hoping it wasn't, but it was, and I'm here anyway. Where to begin? The movie is all right. I was expecting to be much worse than it was. I literally haven't seen it since like 2 weeks before it came out, and I was in a heavily effed up, traumatized state of mind. Why? Save that for another time. I look forward to hearing that true story too. Anyway, movie review. Great cast. Everyone in the film is a great actor, and overall there's a movie in there somewhere, and that cast deserves to be in that movie. Everyone who worked on Fan4stic clearly wanted to make that movie, but ultimately it wasn't. Did I make that movie they deserve to be in? To be honest, I can't tell. What I can tell is there are 2 different movies in one movie competing to be that movie. Is there a release the Trank cut? Doesn't matter. I'm not Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder is a storied, iconic, legendary filmmaker who has been knocking out of the effing park since I was in high school. Me, then, I was 29 years old making my second film in a situation more complicated than anything a second-time filmmaker should have walked into. That said, I don't regret any of it. It's a part of me. And I just hope Peyton Reed makes the next Fantastic Four and crushes it, and then I get a cameo. Anyway, that's it. Fan4stic. P.S. My girlfriend said I should have reviewed more of the film and less about myself. My answer is, So she's right. But it's just telling because, look, you can just tell this poor guy, he's been through the ringer on this, and I feel for him. And I do think he got screwed in that movie. And I do think it's hard when you're thrusted in that kind of attention and fame after Chronicle to then have to deliver something else as good. And then you're trying to do it with Fantastic Four. And then you have a studio that doesn't believe in your vision and takes it over. And who knows what else is going on in his personal life. It's a bummer. So I feel bad, and I applaud him for coming forward and trying to get back out there. We all should when someone, look, we put him through it. He has paid the price. He's been in movie jail. His own reputation has obviously not helped, but who knows what's real. All I'm saying is, why does Zack Snyder get to get released Snyder cut? I want to see Josh Trank's cut. I'm intrigued. Dude came off Chronicle, fantastic movie. We were all excited. He got an amazing cast together, and the studio just completely tore it apart. Now, granted, I want to see Marvel do a new one, and I agree with him. Peyton Reed, great, whoever. Let's see someone who has a cool vision and move forward. We have to, but look, if we're going to be film historians, if we're going to go back and say release the Snyder Cut, he's right. Why aren't we saying release the Trank cut? Let's see it. I support it. I wanted to echo this. I wanted to give it a signal boost. I support Josh Trank. I hope he gets out there, talks more, shares more of what happened. He was a good storyteller, good director. I'm sure he still is. Sometimes just people need some years to change, to grow, to mature, and it sounds like he's starting to. So good for you. I hope we can be a little lighter on him. We can support this, show him some love. Let's get it out there. The failure of Fan4stic can't fall solely on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? There were clearly studio heads in there that deserve the fault as well, that don't get it. Maybe Simon Kinberg. Anyway, but still, Josh Trank took the huge bullet of that movie, and it's not necessarily his fault. So release the Trank cut is what I'm saying. What do you guys think? Hit me up on social media at Andy Signor. Tell me in the comments below. Is there a version that could have saved the movie? Are you being honest with yourself? Don't you think there were parts of that movie that could have been a lot better had they leaned there instead of going into the Hollywood third act nonsense that made no sense? Tell me. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for watching. More videos coming this week, and stay tuned for Nerd Wars every Tuesday and Thursday live 9 p.m. Except for this week, Thursday is Thanksgiving. But we'll do something fun this week, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe or join. Hit the join button for some cool new features. Bye, everybody.